Wow. Wow. After all that time? Really? After all that time? So there's a rumor going around that infamous Harlem snitch slash drug dealer, Alpo Martinez, was shot and killed in Harlem. They say it was an apparent drive-by, hail of bullets, passing vehicle, and that was early morning hours, 3:30 this morning. Struck multiple times in the chest. So you know they digging deep into that. Listen, you know how many people try to get an interview with that man? Like, first of all, nobody knows for a fact if it's true or not. It's not like I mean, the way they talking about it is like it's an actual confirmed thing. But I'm just saying, you know how the internet they'll make you think one thing, and then next thing you know they'll be saying, "Psych, no, it's not him." You know, a lot of people ain't gonna care that that man got killed. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Well, I wish death on him," anything, but I do know the backstory of the man. I do know, some of the things he was capable of, what he did. Man did a lot of dirt out here in these streets, man. From New York to D.C., that man was doing all type of shit out here. Like, the stories are evident. You know what I'm saying? Like the most infamous being him killing his so-called best friend. How could you expect anybody to do some shit like that? Kill that man, left that man on the side of the road like that. I think in the same, or what was it? Orchard Park. I think Orchard Beach, the same area where they found Rich's little brother at. Now, of course, they did a movie about these dudes, right? It's a classic movie, classic movie. Um, my thing is, why now? After all that time, I remember when he first had actually like got out of jail, or at least when he started popping up on the scene, and this was a few years back. And from that point all the way up until now, every now and then you would see little clips of him riding on a motorcycle in New York. He would still be on his shit. He was living life. He seemed like, but ain't no telling what he got himself in. Ain't no telling what he possibly could have got himself into once he was actually like out of jail and out of radar. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say, out of sight, out of mind, you know. But he was still popping up every now and then. And sometimes he would be reminding people just from showing up certain places. Listen, this nigga's still out here after he did all that damn dirt. So there really ain't no telling who that was that shot at that man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they probably gonna try to do a movie on his life alone. Forget paid in full. They probably gonna try to do something about him. A documentary or something like that. Just why after all that time, I wonder. Because now you got NYPD into it, and they don't care nothing about street justice. They don't care nothing about who he killed or who he snitched on. They gonna arrest whoever is responsible for it, and I think they might have surveillance regarding to the area where he got shot. Um, and there's a lot of outposts out there, man. Even on the internet. I personally, I never wish no death on the man. I wouldn't have done none of the shit he did. And I also wouldn't have hung out with no nigga that did the shit he did. Because at the end of the day, you know how they say karma, that thing always gonna come back around. And it really don't matter how long it take. The only people who are frustrated with the timeline of karma are the people who want to see the karma take effect. And a lot of people, they're not nobody really ain't going. The streets ain't going to lose no sleep over hearing this. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the things this man did in the streets to hurt other people and families, that shit is evident. The stories are still there. People been trying to get him to do interviews with Vlad TV and all this for years. And you know why he never did it? Because listen, you kind of be had to be kind of bold to do that, really. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, as you see that if like I said, if it's really true that he been shot dead, which I'm not doubting, considering everything that he's done. It just go to show you, it don't matter if 20 or 30 years go by, the consequences always gonna catch up to you for your actions.